Sénateur Forêt.
Merci, Madame la Présidente.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. After our colleague's very enthusiastic speech, who invites us to visit Cornwall, I want to thank Senator Sorensen for drawing the Senate's attention to the importance of tourism for Canada and Quebec's national development. I couldn't pass up this opportunity to speak, having been involved in this industry in the 1980s when I chaired the Rimouski Tourism and Convention Bureau. And I also participated in creating regional tourism associations of the Gaspé Peninsula and Lower St. Lawrence, organizations that did promotion and marketing, visitor reception, provided tourist information, and developed tourism offerings. In 1982, when I was mayor of Pointe-au-Père, we signed the first partnership agreement with Parks Canada to operate and showcase the Pointe-au-Père Lighthouse. Local management of this heritage site enabled the implementation of several initiatives for the local community and tourism industry, such as the Empress of Ireland Museum and the Onondaga military submarine. I also had the opportunity to support this industry by helping to strengthen our visitor facilities and attractions, ensuring that Rimouski and the Lower St. Lawrence became more attractive. And it helped develop our brand image by focusing on promoting Quebec's maritime culture. Canada is recognized worldwide for the vastness of its landscapes, the wealth of its biodiversity, the vitality of its cities, the depth of its cultures, especially those of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. Tourism allows us to showcase these assets while generating tangible and measurable economic benefits for our communities. Economically speaking, the tourism industry is a powerful regional driver. Unlike other sectors in major urban centers, tourism is deeply decentralized. It benefits small municipalities, villages, northern regions, less densely populated areas. Every visitor who stays in a region contributes to the local economy. They stay in accommodations, eat in restaurants, buy local products, visit attractions, and use transportation services. The spending translates into local jobs, often ones that can't be relocated, in hotel and restaurant sectors, leisure, culture, agritourism, local shops. It also supports a whole chain of suppliers: farmers, craftspeople, service providers, tour guides, seasonal workers. Every dollar invested or spent on tourism has a multiplier effect that benefits the entire community. As an example, for the Lower St. Lawrence, the tourist region situated between Lac Pocatière and Amitis, it includes 500 businesses, nearly 6,000 jobs, 1.2 million annual visitors, and leads to $438 million in economic benefits every year, which is very significant for this area. For Canada, tourism is one of the fastest growing sectors, contributing $50.8 billion to Canada's GDP. That's 1.8% of total GDP. The tourism sector supports more than 265,000 businesses in 5,000 communities across the entire country. 1 in 10 workers in Canada is supported by tourism industries.
Tourism also plays a crucial role in regional economic diversification. In many communities, especially those historically dependent on natural resources, tourism offers a sustainable and resilient alternative. It helps stabilize the local economy, reduce dependence on a single sector, and attract new investment. For many municipalities, it serves as a strategic lever for maintaining local services, funding infrastructure, and retaining young talent. But the importance of tourism cannot only be measured in economic terms. Its cultural and social benefits are just as fundamental. Tourism is a powerful tool for showcasing our heritage, whether it's historical, natural, or intangible. It encourages the preservation of heritage sites, iconic landscapes, local traditions, and ancestral know-how. Many regions, festivals, cultural events, and artistic initiatives exist largely thanks to the contribution of tourism. These activities strengthen people's sense of belonging. They foster intergenerational transmission and contribute to the vitality of communities. Tourism becomes a catalyst for creativity and the expression of identity. It is also a powerful tool for intercultural dialogue. Welcoming visitors means opening a window into our way of life, our values, and our history. It also means learning from others, broadening our horizons, and fostering mutual understanding. In a world marked by divisions, tourism can play a quiet but essential role in building bridges between peoples. For indigenous communities, tourism represents a unique opportunity to share their cultures, their stories, and their vision of the land through an approach based on respect, self-determination, and reconciliation. These are important things that can be supported by tourism. When properly managed and led by the communities themselves, indigenous tourism contributes to the economic self-sufficiency while promoting greater recognition of their fundamental contribution to Canadian identity. However, it is essential to remember that tourism development must be carried out in a responsible and sustainable manner. Environmental protection, visitor flow management, respect for local communities, and the fight against job insecurity are key issues. Well-planned tourism can be an ally in the ecological transition, particularly by promoting short-distance travel, natural tourism, public transportation, and eco-friendly practices. I wanted to highlight a fine example of collaboration in the Lower St. Lawrence region, where various organizations and government departments have joined forces with indigenous communities to build a land-based marine mammal observation site in Gros Kakuna.
Of what we are looking for when we talk about sustainable tourism, a flagship touristic attraction to showcase our identity and our diverse cultures while promoting conservation, science, and public education. Investir dans le tourisme, ce n'est pas simplement promouvoir.
Investing in tourism is more than about promoting a destination. It's about investing in our regions, our culture, our local economy, and our collective ability to build dynamic, inclusive, and resilient communities. It is about recognizing the fact that every village, every region, every community, every territory has a story to tell and value to offer.
Le Canada possède tout pour.
Canada has everything it needs to be a world-class destination. Exceptional landscapes, a unique cultural richness, 2 official languages, exceptional cuisine, and a diverse population, which is our strength. International competition is fierce, and there are some real challenges. Labor shortages, rising costs, the vulnerability of seasonal businesses, regional accessibility, and climate change are amongst many other important challenges. The inquiry put forward by Senator Sorensen is a great opportunity to call on the federal government to strengthen our industry. Allow me to highlight a few issues that I believe are important. First, ensuring regional accessibility. Regional tourism cannot exist without transport that is accessible and adaptive. We must support the maintenance and restoration of regional air links, back our local airports, and reduce the costs that hinder access to our regions. Focusing on the work phase. No tourism strategy can succeed without certified and devoted workers. Qualified, trained, and competent staff ensure a warm welcome, efficient management of operations, and the ability to adapt to the unexpected. In a context of increased international competition, quality of service becomes a decisive strategic advantage that cannot be neglected. Visitors now compare their experience in Canada with that experienced elsewhere in the world. They expect high standards of hospitality, safety, and professionalism. Investing in training, promoting careers in tourism, and encouraging talent retention are therefore essential priorities. Focusing on skills ensures the sustainability, competitiveness, and sustainable growth of the tourism industry. Most of our tourism businesses are SMEs. They're resilient, creative, but vulnerable. They're particularly impacted by the tightening of emission requirements for foreign workers. We understand that it is necessary to better align admission and reception capacity, but we need to avoid blanket measures and take into account the reality of each region. We must also support training and skills recognition and help regions offer concrete solutions, especially regarding seasonal accommodation. Working in tourism must once again become a viable, valued, and sustainable choice. Let us remember that when a tourism business closes due to a lack of staff, it is not just a door that closes, it's a village that is impoverished. Canada must do a better job of telling its story to the world. We must continue to support Destination Canada, invest in targeted campaigns, and highlight what sets us apart: our culture, our regions, our Indigenous communities, our diversity. Many Canadians and international tourists, seeing what is happening in the USA, are looking for more stable, predictable, and safer destinations. This is an opportunity to be seized. Canada must highlight this strength. In conclusion, the tourism industry is much more than just another economic sector. It reflects who we are and what we wish to share with the world. By supporting tourism, we support local employment, regional vitality, cultural diversity, and collective pride. We're investing in a Canada that is open, welcoming, and deeply rooted in its territories. While not a miracle industry, tourism has the great advantage of bringing consumers to us, unlike other economic sectors that rely mainly on the export of goods. Visitors spend money here for accommodations, food, entertainment, and transportation. They use our restaurants, hotels, and cultural attractions and local shops, thereby injecting fresh capital into the local economy.
To recognize, support, and promote the tourism industry as the essential pillar of our economy, social and cultural future. Je vous remercie. Thank you. Miigwech.